Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, everybody? I'm in here somewhere. Ah, yeah, there we go. I am pressing the hell out of this button and I am not looking at what the results are. Sure, let's go with that. Let's make sure that my chair is lined up. Let's also make sure that I'm not gonna go ass over tea kettle when I'm in the middle of doing something completely different. Um, and I am dead instantly. Oh boy. Didn't know that I started off with 50 points. Can I not fucking die to just some random ass enemies, please? Secret? The secret is up here? Okay. I hate everything. Is this even randomized? I don't have Morph Ball yet. That's why I can't K-Go through these things. I don't have Morph Ball. Why don't I have Morph Ball yet? What the fuck is going on with this seed? I get Space Jump before I get Morph Ball. Okay. I get Spazer before I get Morph Ball. What? What even is this? My alarm is going off. I need to go get that. All right. I have gotten rid of my alarm. I normally don't have an alarm set for this late in the evening, but Ponk is on vacation. And when I contacted him at around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern, he told me that he was about to go surfing. So I wished him all the best, and I took myself a big old nap. And last time I did that, I did not do very well in the races. So here's hoping that the tiniest bit of pre-planning that I am doing is actually going to help me out here. Yo, what's going on, Real Work? Man, I've got my fingers crossed. I am hoping to God that I can beat this game at least once tonight. But that's why I am doing a little bit of SM Arcade right now. Oh boy. In the hopes that I cannot be absolute shit when push comes to shove here tonight. Hmm. Okay. Will one of these doors please let me leave this room? Okay, there we go. Hmm. I Is the space under this platform always blank? I get the feeling like there's normally some kind of platform or some kind of tile that is underneath the platform I'm standing on in the normal game. I get the feeling like this isn't just suspended over a void. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see in a matter of minutes. Oh, shit. That feeling when you're not expecting Spore Spawn, and then all of a sudden there he is. Of course I hit one of the spars. I'm so glad he's not a part of any percent. I would die every single week. Long live unexpected Spore Spawn. Hell yes. This is Randomizer's favorite boss. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. No. There we go. One more time. There we go. Got a K-Go through Spore Spawn before we leave the room. This is one of those times where I say I don't make the rules. Huh. Okay. Jumping on this guy's head is a secret for this room? The SM Arcade has just the weirdest secret locations. I don't act like I understand. Blinding. Boy, this is kind of a disappointing cover of the Chill Penguin theme. I don't know if I was expecting Storm Eagle, but like, this is one of the few themes from Mega Man Extreme that I'm kind of disappointed in. Give me, like, Armored Armadillo or Storm Eagle instead of Chill Penguin from this game. I'm surprised in a bad way with that song. Let me curate my request line a little bit. Alright, so you've got some Wizards and Warriors, got Kirby Tilt and Tumble, we've got that one song from FTL. I mean, is Llama Lana on cooldown? It is. Is Fuck, I'm blanking. I'm gonna keep looking even though my mind is completely blanking on what this game is called. There we go. Uh, Wait, what the hell? Am I fucking stupid? I thought the name of the game was Top Gear. Now I'm really scared. I really thought it was Top Gear. Is it Super Top Gear? No? Okay. Am I fucking stupid? Fucking Ayers Rock. I thought it was Top Gear. It's not on the list. I'm seeing Tom and Jerry, Too Bleep to Blop, Too Many Cooks, Top Gun the Second Mission, Totally Rad. Where's Top Gear? Did they take it out of Chiptune? Dude. Do I need to move over to game? Do I need to leave Chiptune after all this time? What the fuck? Forget how disappointed I was with Chill Penguin from Mega Man Extreme. If they took Ayers Rock out of Chiptune, then I am leaving this fucking channel. Please tell me I'm not just fucking stupid. If that's the only problem, then I can fucking deal with that. But I'm not seeing Top Gear in Chiptune anymore. And oh man. That pisses me off. Like, that pisses me off more than I care to admit. And I'm ready, willing, and able to say that that pisses me off. But I am, like, unreasonably angered by that. Hold on, let's switch over to game. And let's check if it's in game instead of chiptune. I don't know when the fuck this would have happened. Ba, 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 ba. Yup, it's in game. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to game. Um, where is my widget for this? I'm gonna disable that. And what the fuck, man? Whatever. I'm gonna redo my Rainwave widget so that it corresponds to the game channel instead of the chiptune channel. Because if some of my favorite music is no longer on the chiptune channel, then I'm not going to be on the chiptune channel. There's a lot of shit that's on the game channel that I really, really like. So I'm just gonna be there. Yo, what's up, Firebat? I am so preoccupied complaining about free music services. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, I'm going this way. I spent too long complaining about free to use music services. I can join their Discord and tell them so. That is far too much work. Well, you know what? In honor of the old randomizer runs that I used to do that would end at this particular room, I'm gonna go ahead and try to think of which character I want to use for the actual run. Let's get... I'm already going too deep. There he is. Let's get the hat. Let's figure out where the hell he actually is here. There he is! Alright. Who do I want to use tonight? Amogus! Normally, I ask for a second opinion. Oh, and thank God I did not ask for a second opinion. My second opinion was Master Hand, and I am not using Master Hand over the Among Us crewmate. To quote some particular shithead on the internet, eat my whole ass. If you know, you know. If you don't know, please God, don't fucking worry. Although, I think I want to use a different ROM because I don't want a bright-ass yellow gravity suit. Master Hand, the fresh maker. There's so many slogans that are so good. Did somebody say already going too deep? Combined with eating my whole ass. I think I may have cornered the market on phrases that you are not allowed to print onto a t-shirt. The people at the screen printing place will just like shake their head and physically throw you out of their store. Have eating my whole ass your way. So, slightly related to Among Us, I discovered in Vampire Survivors the secret to the ghost character. That ghost. The ghost character that allows you to not take damage from any enemy in the level. Apparently, there is a secret that allows you to deal damage while not taking any. God damn it, this... It's not even like that hot in my apartment, thankfully, but my drink is still covered with condensation and it is dripping all over me. I will be back in just a second and I will reveal said secret. So I'll be back. All right. Hopefully, that was enough of a cliffhanger. So, the secret was something that I kind of found out about accidentally. Speaking of accidentally, the game channel on Rainwave does not have music from Biker Mice from Mars. I am disappointed. Yo, here we go. So the secret for the ghost character in Vampire Survivors is one of the arcanas. Arcanas? Arcanas. It's Arcana number 9, which utilizes like reflective damage, but it also allows damage from certain weapons. Anyways, I need to actually get ready. Yeah, let's make sure that my file actually has a usable amount of energy. Here we go. Have fun, good luck. Thank you, Firebat. Same to you. Let's go. So I was playing through the laboratory level when I picked up the crucifix item that like wipes enemies from the screen. And I was kind of surprised that that worked while I was playing as the ghost. I was like, oh, okay, so this is how you do damage and kill enemies as the ghost, because there's an unlockable character that requires you to kill at least one enemy as the ghost in order to unlock them. But then I realized that with the number 9 Arcana, you not only do bump damage to enemies with the ghost, but certain weapons are also completely functional with the ghost. 3858. That's too many 8s. How do I spell Steam? There we go. So I posted a picture in my DMs with Ponk, and his response was just like, what the fuck? Didn't think you could do damage with this character. And it's like, oh boy. Heal the world with dripping all over me. Oh boy. Yo, what's up, JC? Luck have, good fun. Thank you very much. So, I don't know if I'm gonna do it during the intermission. I might. Where I'll just show off the ghost doing his thing. But I also get the feeling that I'm not discovering anything new. When I'm finding out that the ghost can actually put in some serious work. Like, I kind of just feel like I'm late to the party when it comes to the ghost actually being able to deal damage. Because, again, why would they have an unlockable character gated behind the ghost being able to kill an enemy unless they fully expected for the ghost to be able to kill an enemy? So I think it's more a case of me just discovering something that I didn't previously know about, as opposed to finding out about a game mechanic that was kind of mysterious. Oh god, help? Either that or I'm just gonna fucking play Panic again during the intermission, because Panic is a fucking fantastic video game. And might just be the best video game on the Sega CD. I really hope that someone proves me wrong on that point, but after looking at the game list for the Sega CD, I'm really thinking that Panic is probably just the best game on that console. At least for my purposes, it is the best 100%. But, like, objectively speaking, I don't know, man. Someone want to get that? I mean, I can, since I've got an elevator coming up. But I am positive that I've got people in my chat that are ready, willing, and able to send a stupid chatbot right to hell. There we go. Thank you, Real Work. He's gonna sit there on my on-screen chat for a split second here. Huh. There we go. Oh, that's over here now. Hello. None of my buttons are working. Why? Dude! Motherfucker! So I'm right-clicking on my chat window in order to get the menu to pop up, and all it's doing is relocating the window onto different parts of my screen. Thank you for the squid slots. Fuck's sake. I still need to move this back up here, though. There we go. It's so frustrating. All I'm trying to do is just click a single time on a particular window. And instead of that, it's like, no. You wanted to drag this window all the way across your screen, didn't you? I know you did. Also, this is not the Little Big Planet song that I thought it was going to be. Oh my fucking god, dude. Please. There we go. Also, I really don't know what my request line is like on the game channel. I normally use the game channel when I'm watching either Murphigator or PJ, because they use the game channel a lot on their streams. And if I want to request music on their stream, then I use the game channel, but it has been a very long time since I have actually, like, used that channel myself. And man, I am just disappointed that they took Top Gear 2 out of the chiptune channel. Fucking got him! Can we go back to telling people to eat my whole ass? Especially Kraid. And Kraid is definitely on that list of people that can eat my entire ass. Oh, hell yes. I get the feeling like there's a lot of songs on the game channel that will get this kind of reaction from me. Where it's just, oh, fuck yes. I'm getting too excited by the music. So I apparently did not shoot directly up with that missile. Oh, you know the one song that I'm probably really going to miss from the chiptune channel is the Chrono Trigger medley. Unless they moved that over to this channel as well. I don't even remember the name of the group that did that. But if they took that song from the chiptune channel as well, then oh boy, I am never looking back. Please, dude. Also, continuing to have issues with where my headphone cable is deciding to rest. But that's not a new problem. And since I got up here so fucking slowly, I have to respawn the cack attack so that I can actually progress in this game. I'm having too many fucking issues with where this stupid cord is deciding to place itself. Right, so I've got the Wii Classic Pro controller, which is like the Wii version of the PS2 controller. It's got those two little handles sticking out from the bottom of it. And normally, I like to have my headphone cord kind of positioned between those on my chest slash belly, because that's just where the cord happens to sit. But oftentimes it it will stray from that position, and it starts getting a little too far to the left or to the right, so it gets like under one of my hands. So I have to move it. Tape it to your face. That's that is a surprisingly sound option. It sure wouldn't be the fucking problem that it is right now. If we did that. I only provide sound options. If I could actually get this fucking headphone cord to stay in one place, it would alleviate a lot of inconsequential issues that I have to deal with on a regular basis. Unfortunately, my roll of duct tape is in the other room. May have to do something about that during the intermission. Cord management can be tricky. You need some twist ties and super glue. Yup. This is the truth. The sad fucking thing is it's only one cord. And it's still just like the biggest pain in the ass. I have an idea. Oh, I don't think this is gonna work. Maybe it will. So I have recently purchased for myself a brand new set of athletic shorts. All of the other pairs of athletic shorts that I've had in the past have ended up ripping or fraying in very, shall we say, unfortunate places. So I have gotten myself a set of new ones. And I am trying the idea of using the drawstring to help control where the headphone cord is located. It seems to be working out okay so far, but all it's really doing is making it not move around as much. It's still, the cord isn't sitting where I want it to be sitting. I thought I was still on power bombs. And we got okay crabs. Like, now the cord is, like, bowing up. That's the ceiling, buddy. There we go. Didn't think this was Twilight of Neo Kobe City. I thought this was a different song from the Snatcher soundtrack. I am really unfamiliar with the game channel. Really wish that Rainwave wouldn't have fucked around with the chiptune channel. But here we are. Just completely out of fucking sorts tonight. And if I get to blame Rainwave for it, then you better believe I'm going to. We didn't hold the button down. That's fine, because Fantoon wasn't in the right spot anyways. I wouldn't have hit him with the X Factor. And I probably didn't hit him with that either. Maybe I did? Yeah. Yeah. No, this is exactly what happened like a couple weeks ago. Where even though this week I woke up a little bit early and I tried to play through a little bit of SM Arcade, no. I am I am going to be very lucky if I survive this run. I can only blame external sources for so long before I actually own up to the fact that I have spent far too much time unconscious today. Imagine that. Sometimes you just need to fucking be awake. Who could have thought? Combined with the fact that I'm trying to do too much other stupid shit. But you know what? I didn't die to Fantoon. So we're we're still in there. Whoop. And it's not like I'm about to completely embarrass myself, just, just a little bit. All right, you son of a bitch. Tried to go for round 2 on the Shine Spark, but Key Hunter decided he wanted to say hi. Would not even be surprised. And really, I should be really thankful for the sleep that I was actually able to get today. Because it has not been as hot and humid as it has been over the past fucking month. So I was actually able to, fall asleep without having multiple fans pointed at me. But I still have the unfortunate physiology where I sleep very, very hot. Where it could be the dead of fucking winter, and I could have windows open and everything, and I would still wake up drenched in sweat. So the fact that I was actually able to fall asleep comfortably not only last night, but earlier today, without multiple fans pointed at me. You know, small blessings. Stop using those silk sheets. I don't have silk sheets. I have to remember how to play the game real quick. Hold on. Oh my god. My timings are all like half a step off. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't even sleep with a top sheet. Like, I stopped using the top sheet when I discovered that I sleep very hot. If that was a double entendre, that might actually be funny. But also, I am a scrawny-ass white boy. And I don't expect for double entendres to work out in my favor. Boy, that room actually worked out. I wish this room would work out. Mm-hmm. Whatever. The game hasn't killed me yet. I'm kind of fine with things until we get to that point. Anyways, um, there was a game that I was playing on Steam the other day that I haven't played in a very long time. What was that game called again? Violet Cycle. A very oddball little video game, if I do say so myself. Violet Cycle. It has a visual style to it that I've not really seen anywhere else. I don't really know the best way to describe it. Um, but it is very visually unique. And I remember I've played it for like 15 or so minutes on stream like years ago. And I think I might revisit that game on stream at some point just because it is so visually unique. But it is not an easy game to get a hold of as far as the controls. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my left thumb not being as accurate with directions as I would like it to be. But I feel like it's a game that I would need to play for like a handful of hours before I really start to get a handle on how to best control that game. Oh no! I just looked over at IRC. You see that Firebat has gone down. One disaster after another ending in Musketeers. I haven't even gotten that far, and I'm still disaster after disaster here. But I can blame that on not being awake for long enough. Can also blame that on my decision to actually go ahead with the race instead of just continuing to sleep. Though, now that I think about it, I would feel a little bit silly if I decided to sleep through the races this week, because this one in particular is race number 900 for me on SRL. That's total races, not specific to Super Metroid. But if I would have decided to just stay asleep this week, I don't know. I don't think I would have been too happy with myself. This is what happens when I take naps. Everybody feels the consequences. No, I've got to say, the videos that I put on while I was taking my naps were certainly very informational. It was a retrospective and analysis video on the Ultima series. So, learning a lot about that video game series subconsciously. Kind of the same thing I did with Morrowind, actually. Except that was not a series of videos, that was just like one, like, fucking 7 or 8 hour long video that I have just watched again and again and again. Whereas the Ultima videos are like 2 or 3 hours a piece. And there's just a whole bunch of them. I think Madular is up to Ultima Underworld 2 in his series. I think there's still like 1 or 2 numbered entries in the Ultima series that he has yet to look at. Current me has a day job prison. Oh, I do too. I just made for fucking sure that I have Fridays off. Like, I work retail, so you had better fucking believe that I take Fridays off. I mean, I still work Saturdays and Sundays, but there are multiple reasons why I do not want to work on Fridays. And we got Tillamorph taken first with a 47-27. GG. Where's 18? There's 18. 17. 16. 15. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3? Question marks? I'm gonna assume he's dead. There we go. I can't do that right now. Fantastic countdown. Ugh. Assuming data comes above the rest. Yep. Speaking of fantastic, I do plan on going to the Fantastic Four movie at some point. It was a movie that I've been kind of excited to see for a while now. And I really wish that it would have been out when my dad was in town, because we would have gone to see that. But instead, when he was in town, I went to see the new Superman movie, which was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. That movie was a lot of fun. It was slightly disheartening when I was overhearing one of my coworkers talk about the movie. And it was like, I got the impression that this guy just does not like fun. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I enjoy having fun. Whether that be at the movies or when I'm playing video games. But just listening to this guy talk about the storylines in the movies that he likes, I'm going the wrong way. It just really sunk into me that no, I'm not going the wrong way. I'm just stupid and I'm talking too much. I'm having too much fun talking about how someone else doesn't like having fun. Whatever, I'm not dead yet. Surprisingly. Only trust the movie reviews you do where you say you're not lying. Like, what was the last movie I saw where I did not like the movie? It's been fucking years. It was some fucking Nicolas Cage movie. The Weatherman, I think it was called. That movie was just so fucking depressing. Like, there was just not really a single thing about that movie that I could say was good. Like, it was one of the off times where I was just fucking bored and decided to go out to the theater. Because the last handful of times I did that were like, I went to go see Green Lantern at a late night showing. I went to see Thor at a late night showing. I went to see like Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home. Like, I usually don't have the time to go out to movies during the day. Like, I'm usually at work. And I don't know what fucking possessed me to go see The Weatherman back in the day. Yo, what's up, Tillomorph? GG, thanks for the race. I am looking forward to putting this one behind me as quickly as possible. I need to double check if my local movie theater is doing any of those, oh, what's the right word for this? Re-showings? Where, like, they're taking movies that have been out of theaters for decades and they're showing them again in theaters. I saw a trailer when I went to go see Superman with my dad. I think my theater is going to be doing something like that, but I don't remember which movie they were going to be re-showing that I was like kind of excited about. Fuck's sake. It was the second movie of a trilogy. I'm gonna have to look this up. Because again, I know I saw the trailer for it, and I remember leaning over to my dad and saying, I'd be really interested in seeing the second movie. But I wouldn't necessarily be so excited about seeing either film 1 or film 3. Now, what film series could that have possibly been? Where the second movie of the trilogy is like hands down the best. That's the home button. I'm surprised it took me that long to actually hit that. I mean, the one film series that I can think of where the second movie is usually considered to be the best one would be Terminator. But I happen to disagree with that sentiment because I really, really like the first Terminator movie. And I think that the second Terminator movie, despite all of its groundbreaking visual effects for the time, I think that movie was ruined by what's his fucking name? River Phoenix? The child actor that played young John Connor. I point to Terminator 2 as being one of the biggest examples of child actors absolutely ruining good movies. Well, shit. Nope, finish the job, dude. Nope, that was... That was a combination of things. Most of all was me being distracted from the task at hand. Now then, on to the point that I was actually thinking about. Let's head on to Fandango. All right, let's try looking at a different website. Oh boy. Let's try spelling. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. I actually didn't know that my local movie theater does showings of WWE pay-per-views. That's interesting. Monday mystery movie? What? Oh, that's intriguing as fuck. You just buy a ticket and you have no idea what movie you're about to see? That is an intriguing concept. What was the fucking movie that I was interested in seeing? Boy, they're showing a bunch of Studio Ghibli movies this month. That could be interesting as well. Oh, the 50th anniversary of Jaws? That might be a whole lot of fun to go see Jaws in theaters. Ooh! Halfway through next month, Howl's Moving Castle. And now I see the movie series I was thinking of. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies. I really think that I need to go see Spider-Man 2 in theaters. I've seen Spider-Man 1 in theaters, and I don't give a fuck about Spider-Man 3. But seeing Spider-Man 2 in theaters might be super fucking special. Oh my god, the 30th anniversary of Casper. I need to get off this fucking website. I only have so much money to spend, man. I mean, we tied for third place! I think there's something kind of cool about movies that you've already seen, but being able to see them in the theaters for the first time. That would be kind of special. Ah. Anyways. Let's get mentally reset. Gained points. Fuck off. What the shit? Also, shoutouts to Ocarina of Time and Mario 64. People are obviously playing those games more than I realized. Alright, where am I? I think last time I checked I was still at 32. But the Z-Man is at 29. Too close for comfort, man. It's gonna happen again. I'm gonna get the Bob. The only thing it has to do with is the fact that he doesn't race on SRL anymore. Sure you don't need a nap between games? I'm about to. I know it's not a good idea. Should probably get something to eat. But I'm not gonna do it. What the hell is this? Nemo. What is this? This Subtract mode is not giving me a whole lot of hope. It's actually Little Nemo the Dream Master. I didn't know there was an arcade version of this. I wonder if this is more closely related to the OVA than the NES game is. Pajama, pajama, pajama. How come I can get this fucking game to work, but I can't get Hook to fucking show up on my list? I'm still so fucking sore about that. I would trade a number of these fucking games if I could get Hook to work on this. What is this? Does this even work? It works. What the fuck is it? Oh dear. Yeah, I was about to say, why do I get the feeling this is some kind of fucking Puyo Pop clone? What else am I unsure about on here? What is Pro Gear? Does it even work? Looks like it's not going to. Mm-hmm. Do I have anything else on here that I'm unsure about? Not really. I'm pretty confident that I know almost everything that I'm looking at here. Does AVP actually work? No, I don't think it does. Fuck! That really sucks. Well, let's do the thing. Uh, my BIOS. Take that one. And I'm about to go grab myself a fucking hard beverage here in a second. Might be even worse than taking a nap. I'm also about to throw this fucking e-cig battery out the fucking window. God damn, man. Establish a connection and allow me to take a fucking drag. Jesus. Pay an absolute fucking premium for not smelling like an ashtray, but goddamn, sometimes I wonder if it's worth it. The answer is no. Undoubtedly. Number 2. Fucking Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Not even joking, but Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is one of the games that I would love to get my hands on if I ever got an Xbox 360. A lot of people want to talk a lot of shit about that game. But from everything I've ever seen from Nuts and Bolts, it looks like it's a lot of fucking fun. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to take a beloved mascot platformer and actually give it a fucking identity beyond just, oh, it's a really good mascot platformer. From the era where mascot platformers were a dime a dozen, all of a sudden you throw like a bare bones version of Lego Racers on top of it, and everyone wants to talk shit? Okay. Guess I'm just the dumb one here. And I already know that my personal opinion on video games strays so far away from popular convention. I don't think that's the right word, but whatever. My opinion towards video games strays wildly from almost everyone else's. And I've got no fucking problem with that. That's how I know about this fucking delightful video game. If all I did was just play popular video games, I wouldn't even be playing Super Metroid on a regular basis. I'd be fucking playing some Call of Duty shit, and I probably wouldn't even be streaming it. I'd rather play an oddball video game and be shit at it than play some popular video game and be good at it. But that's just me. I could be like a bunch of other people on Twitch and just play fucking Mario Kart. Pretend, why would I be doing that? Go watch any number of other fucking people that are actually good at the game. I don't have to rely on being good at video games. What the hell number am I on? 3. Right? Yeah. Then 2. That was a piece of skin on my lip that I really wish I wouldn't have chewed off. Damn it. Now I think I'm gonna be bleeding. Shit. Well, that's the next 2 fucking days with me having a split lip. Fucking Curse of Monkey Island. Such a good fucking game. Fuck. God damn it. And it's not like I can put a band-aid on this because it's my fucking lip. And it's right in the middle of my bottom lip. So it's gonna suck, like I said, for at least like 2 or 3 days. I need to replay Cursed Monkey Island one of these days. It's a shame those fucking games are so long. It's the one thing I really like about, like, Sam and Max Hit the Road or Day of the Tentacle, is those games are only like an hour long. Whereas the Monkey Island games tend to be like 2 or 3 hours at the very least. Number 4. And then God help us, fucking NES version of Maniac Mansion. I can get through that in about 10 minutes. It's a shame that I'm so bad at like multitasking, because I could do like actual speed runs of Maniac Mansion NES. Because speed runs of that game are not like that difficult to do. But you need to be good at multitasking. And that is just not one of my strong suits. Need to just fucking remember that screen only has 11 buttons. Feels like every time I get there, I'm having to count buttons. And yet I get to this fucking screen and I remember, oh yeah, this is... multiple versions of the same screen. And we need the Ocho. And GG. I can still save the internet. Dude, once again, shout outs to Frankomatic on YouTube. He actually just did, a couple of weeks ago, he did a live stream on YouTube where he was playing through Panic. And watching somebody else play this game with the intent of exploration is a lot of fun. Because, like, I've seen World of Long plays, I've seen the Mexican Runner, I've seen the tool-assisted run of this game, and this game is just more fun to watch when you're watching somebody explore the game. Even just lightning dinosaurs is more interesting than just trying to get through the game as quickly as possible. I was about to say, where are the credits? Thought they started sooner than that. The most yellow end credits of any video game. Let's get my notes. What is a really interesting stage that is near the end of this game? I want to potentially give myself a new goal besides platform in the sky. There's not really too many that are like, there aren't too many rooms in this game that are as interesting as Platform in the Sky or the Lightning Dinos. I'd like to find one. So again, I could give myself a new end goal. I mean, all genies is still a good one. Hmm. What about this one? Actually, what about that, I think it's called the X-ray room. I wonder where that is. This fan that is directly in front of me is making it hard for me to flip through my notes. And the fact that I'm turning away from my computer is making my headphone cord be even more of a pain in the ass than normal. Is it called the X-ray room? Where is this? You son of a bitch. I'm keeping an eye on my time. Where is this? Merry-go-round might be interesting. Might see how quickly I can get there in just a second. Funky horn machine. It's not the fly machine. I thought it was called the X-ray room. Thomas Edison head, seriously. Okay, it's not called the X-ray room. Huh. I don't know what it's called then. Well, let's see if we can get to level 8 somewhat quickly. Oh, hell yeah, dude. What do I need? Button... Yeah, button 2. Takes me to 3B. And I I need to try to get to level 8. Okay, so that's going to take me to 6. We need number 3 to take me to 7. But I can't get to level 8 from here. Also, that's a race channel. Need to get into that in a little bit here. What do I need? 8 what? 8G? How do I get to 8G from here? Number 4? Oh, fucking Wii Remote. God damn it. I haven't even put it down for that long. God. Fucking damn all of these stupid fucking chords. Get out of my face. Okay, so I'm on 6A. I'm gonna go to 6H. Yes. Then I need button number 5. Take me to 6G. Maybe that wasn't the best decision. What does 5G look like? That's not going to put me in any better of a position than this. How the fuck do I get to 8G? Like, fucking seriously, how do I get there? 7G. I think, is a part of the Lightning Dinos route. It's one of the monolith stages, or screens. So I'm gonna do the Lightning Dinos route up until I get to one of the monolith levels. I'm also going to enter race channel. Launch. So I need to get to the ice monolith screen. And this is all just for me to get to a certain dumb screen that I don't usually go to. This has nothing to do with anything except for it being a screen that I don't usually go to. And we need button 10. Which is that one. Then number 2. And possibly 2 after this. Okay, this is the monolith. But this is the jungle monolith. So I want to make sure I'm going to the right spot. Where am I? Level 9C. Jesus fucking Christ, turn this stupid fucking fan off. It's not even that fucking hot in here. Just need to get this thing to stop blowing my fucking notes around. I need button number 2. And that takes me back to 7G. And then I can get to 8G directly from here. It's button number 5. There we go. There we go. We're on the merry-go-round. We've got reindeers. Dinosaurs! Dude, Slap and Stick are so fucking happy. Number 2. Another fish! The Slap is so unsure. Dude, both of them. Both of them are kind of uncomfortable about riding fish. We need number 4. What the hell song is this? Huh. This song is reminding me of music from Maple Story for some reason. I don't know why. Now we're riding on planets, and we're suddenly satisfied by that. Don't want to ride on fish, but it's okay to ride on a planet. Vegetables! And we're unsure about riding on vegetables. I guess the dog is riding on an eggplant. And the kid's riding on a carrot. Could be viewed as slightly questionable. Alright, this is the last one. And we're riding on turtlets! All runs lead to dinosaurs. There's a lot of dinosaurs in Panic. It's probably why that game is so good. Because there's a lot of dinosaurs. I think it's Pyronet that is the one girl that has idle animation that's a little bit hip thrusty. Pretty sure this is the one I'm thinking of. Clunk. Trying to decide if I actually want to use this character. Kind of think I want to use... Yeah, this is the sprite I was thinking it was. Kind of think I want to go with a Samus sprite, though. And since I don't have a whole lot of time, why don't I try to make that decision now? Oh, the NES Samus. I think I want to do that. Okay, all that's ready to go. Oh my god, I'm coming across so many good songs on the game channel. Oh, yes. I've got a good one coming up on the request line. What about, Escape 2? Let's just commit to Escape 2. And I will be right back. All right. Let's get ready to get ready. I may need to go open up the window in my kitchen. Not right now. Like, later tonight. My weather widget says it's 64 degrees outside, which might be really nice to kind of tank the relatively low temperature that it is in my apartment. Because it is already much cooler in here than it has been for like the entire month. Good have, fun luck. Thank you, Firebat. Same to you. It might just be a refreshing change of pace to actually have it be cold in my apartment. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, hell yes. There it is, dude. The fucking Chicago theme from Perfect Dark. Some of my favorite music from that entire game. Just such a cool fucking theme. It's not fast-paced, it's not upbeat, it's not high-tempo, but man, is it fucking cool. This is the music I would always use when I was playing in the multiplayer mode on Perfect Dark, when I was playing against bots. This music in the facility. Cool. 4117. Chicago Stealth. Oddly enough, I was not really like a big fan of this particular mission, but I really like the music. Mostly because I wasn't really very good at a lot of the missions in Perfect Dark. There was like the first 1 or 2 that I was okay at, but Perfect Dark is definitely a game where I played on my older brother's save file instead of my own. The one other game where I definitely played on my older brother's save file instead of my own was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Because he actually beat the game. And I would always get distracted during the gang warfare segments. I need to play through the PC version of San Andreas. I already have it purchased. I don't have it downloaded right now. But one of my favorite things to do in that game was to just listen to the soundtrack and get up to Las Venturas and either just sit and watch traffic accidents or kill Elvis impersonators. That used to be like a made-up speed run that I would do. Is how quickly can I get to Las Venturas and kill 10 Elvis impersonators? And then make it back to CJ's house without getting blown up by the cops or the military. I seem to remember San Andreas having like a really weird control scheme on the PC version. Maybe it's just been a very long time since I've played it, but I remember having that issue with Vice City as well. Where it's just like, whoa, what does this game think my default controls are? Yeah, I've also been taking a look at some other games on Steam. I do need to get back to playing through Hellpoint. But I have had... God damn it. I've been dealing with a greater than 0 level of anxiety for the past like week or so. Partially due to my job, partially due to other factors. But I have just not really felt like Hellpoint would be a relaxing experience for me over the past week or so. And I do still plan on playing through the rest of that game, because I am having fun with it. But being a game that is very much like Dark Souls, I feel like I need to be in the right headspace to play that game. And I have just not really felt like I was in that correct place for a little while. So instead, I have just resorted to watching YouTube videos and occasionally playing some Vampire Survivors. And you know, VS might not be the best game in the world when it comes to having slight anxiety issues. But after I found out about after I found out about Ghost's true potential, that game now kind of occupies the same kind of space that like Skyrim does, where because of the glitches that exist in Skyrim, my characters are all living gods. Is it the restoration glitch? That's the word I'm looking for. That's probably the biggest reason why I have found Skyrim to be such a comfy game. Is because the default, like the easy difficulty is already not terribly challenging. But when you add the fact that you can just be immortal in that game through in-game means, just makes that game so fucking comfy and carefree to play through. Oh yeah. I also started recently uh, messing around with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links again. Just mostly to see if my deck build was still even like remotely viable. Not against other people, but against CPU opponents. One of these days, I need to try that deck against like actual human opponents. Because it's not the worst deck that I've ever put together. But it is, like, super, super dependent on the opponent not having spells and traps that can counter spells and traps. And unfortunately for me, there just so happens to be a lot of spells and traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! That counteract other spells and traps. And of course, another game on Steam that I've had an immense amount of fun with has been Final Vendetta. Absolutely one of the best side-scrolling 2.5D beat-em-ups / belt scrollers that I have ever played. The female character, Claire, I've shown it on stream in the past, but her juggling, her capability for juggling enemies makes her so much fun to play as. And I need to I need to see if Murphigator has any old VODs of him playing through as Miller, because I really would like to know the invincibility glitch that Miller has. And it's something like super, super simple. It's like every time you initiate the character's dash, like every time you try to run as that character, there's a chance that you could initiate invincibility. And I don't know if it's been patched. And I haven't seen Murph play Final Vendetta in a while at this point. He's been doing like 1 credit clear challenges of a lot of different arcade games. And I mean, seeing this dude play through old school arcade games is kind of the reason why I've been enjoying his channel as much as I have been. But ever since Twitch started doing the stupid shit of having a 100-hour limit on your VODs, that means that I don't get to just scroll through my guy's backlog anymore. And a lot of his VODs just don't get saved. Which, you know, fucking thanks, Twitch. I still have a whole bunch of VODs that I need to upload to YouTube. And there's also a whole bunch of VODs that I have that are now just lost to fucking time. Because Twitch sucks. And a lot of my VODs have just been, like, corrupted because Twitch. I do not think, though, I sure hope not, but I don't think that Twitch is ever going to start sucking so fucking bad that I need to start streaming on YouTube. But goddamn, that's an option. It would probably make the process of exporting VODs a whole lot less painful. But at the same time, if it ever gets to that point, then I'll start considering my options. But again, I'm not one of those people that just wants to openly complain about Twitch not being the best streaming service that it could be. Because I never really had a problem with Twitch until they instituted the whole dumbass 100-hour VOD limit. And that's only because I had, like, fucking 10 years worth of VODs? And I still don't have all of that shit uploaded to YouTube? Yo, best crabs. I'm under the 100-hour mark by now, but still, man. That is such a boneheaded move on their part. Instead of them getting better and them upgrading their systems, they want to point the finger at users. I don't know, man. I don't agree with that decision. But then again, I'm one of the people that they were fucking talking about. We're gonna have all of these VODs, and nothing's going on with them. It's not like my videos from like 5 years ago are getting massive amounts of hits out of nowhere. Speaking of VODs getting hits out of nowhere, still have to give mention to my playthrough of Van Helsing on PS2. Wow, that was so fucking late. I thought I could still squeak that one in. I think I hit him with 1, which is better than nothing, but we fucking got him here, though. I think it's mostly because people were looking for the actual movie of Van Helsing, and they stumbled upon my VOD of the video game. Because it's like tens of thousands of hits. And I'll just say right now, I am already, like, really thankful for, like, the 15 or 20 hits that some of my modern VODs get just out of nowhere. Like, I do not do really any self-promotion. I don't even really consistently use tags on my videos either. So, feel like I've said it before, but I don't know where I'm getting a lot of my views from, but I'm thankful for them. It's cool to see. But at the same time, I am definitely not doing this as any kind of revenue source. This is 100% a hobby. And I am not making a lick of money off of Twitch or YouTube. And I would not want to. That's the ceiling. Like, that's the thing. I've been eligible for the Twitch partner program for a little while now. Ever since fucking Insane Firebat started raiding me after the races every time. Straight up, Firebat is the reason why I have had more than just like 2 or 3 people in my channel at pretty much any given point in time. And I'm still thankful for those 2 or 3 people that decide to show up every week. Love you guys. But yeah, I don't do really a damn thing to draw in a wider audience or to draw in new people. So every once in a while I get that email saying so-and-so is following you on Twitch. I'm like, really? That's cool. But it's sure not because of anything I'm doing besides just playing a video game. And now, to real aggressively change the subject, this song is reminding me of the fact that I went out of my way when I was collecting PS2 games to get all of the Ratchet and Clank video games. Okay, I was holding angle down that whole fucking time. Not sure why I was shooting up at the ceiling. And there's a series of video games that came out like, parallel to Ratchet and Clank. And I'm struggling to remember what it was. But I remember, like, I specifically went after Ratchet and Clank instead of that other series. And I'm trying like hell to remember what that other series was. Oh no, dude, Telemorph went down. Dang. I had it for a second, then I lost it. Clones. Or am I thinking about this backwards? I really thought it was Ratchet and Clank that I went after, as opposed to the other games. But I'm really struggling to remember what the other games were. Jak and Daxter. That was the other series I was thinking of. Where I went after Ratchet and Clank, but I didn't get any of the Jak and Daxter games. So that's a little bit of a blind spot in my PS2 collection. Although it's not like I'm particularly missing something by saying that I don't have any of the Jak and Daxter games. Holy shit, shoot the thing! I mean, there are plenty of collectathon mascot platformers on the PS2 that I have and that I thoroughly enjoy, if and when I ever get around to actually playing them. One of my absolute favorites in that regard is Pac-Man World 2. That is just such a fun video game. I need to actually, like, sit down and play some Pac-Man World 3. Because I know I have it, the only time I've ever, like, actually played it was right when I bought it to make sure that the disc actually worked. That's the only time I've played a lot of the PS2 games that I own. God, what's that fucking one? Todd McFarlane's Evil Prophecy? I'm surprised I haven't thrown that game away. Like, I remember even when I was testing to see if it worked, I was like, holy shit, this game sucks. It just felt so fucking bad to play. And I'm the kind of guy that is willing to give most video games the benefit of the doubt. But sometimes you just come across a video game that just absolutely sucks to play. And McFarlane's Evil Prophecy is one of those games. It just feels so fucking bad. It's funny because one of the only other PS2 games that I can think of that has just felt so fucking bad to play that I immediately wanted to throw the game in the trash was this fucking horse racing game. It's like G1 Jockey, and then there's some number after it, like G1 Jockey 4 or something. And it's like one part visual novel that I don't give a shit about, and the other part is like a horse racing game with questionable mechanics. And I actually did throw that game away. I didn't even give that treatment to Bill Lambert's Combat Basketball on the Super Nintendo. I just took the circuit board out of the cartridge. And I used the shell for a Japanese game. A Super Famicom game that I bought. And I don't remember which Super Famicom game I put in that. I think either Seiken Densetsu 2 or 3. I don't offhand recall exactly which Super Nintendo games I gutted for my Super Famicom games. Except for one. And I know for a fact that I gutted my copy of the Super Scope 6 cartridge for Mother 2, which is Earthbound. And again, I've never actually beaten Earthbound, but I've beaten Mother 2. I don't know, there's a certain degree of fun that I had with Mother 2 that I don't think I would have had with Earthbound. Because I had to manually take notes. I had to look things up. I had to put in more work than just playing the game in order to beat Mother 2. And I really think that added to my enjoyment. I don't know if I would have that same degree of fun with some of the other RPGs that I have the Japanese versions of. Because I've got the Japanese version of, like, Mario RPG or Chrono Trigger. But it's like, I've already spent a lot of time with the English versions of those games. So I don't know if it would be the same kind of fun that I had with Mother 2. Try that again, bitch. But, you know, come to think of it, I also had an unusually high amount of fun when I played Hide Lied on the NES, where it was like, that was one of the first 5 NES games that I bought for myself. So I'm like, if I don't buy this game and play it now, then I never will. I'll just say it, there is fun to be had with Hide Lied. But not if you're a fan of traditional fun. The fun to be had with that game is kind of like pulling teeth. I really do think it was because I had recently watched Feasel doing speedruns of Hide Lied. And that was the reason I was so familiar with it, and I was willing to give that game a chance. Watching Feasel play a video game is not always a ticket to me giving the game a chance, though. I think of watching him do speedruns of Populous. And it's like, it's cool that I kind of understand what's going on in Populous now. But fucking hell, I am never gonna actually play that game. If I am going to be the person that says that a game is a little bit too out there, then you can rest assured next to no one is gonna fucking give that game a chance. Like, for as much as I love Panic, I understand that it is an incredibly obscure video game, and while a handful of people might enjoy watching it, can almost guarantee next to no one is actually going to play that game. There's like me, Frank-O-Matic, Stuff is Stuff. And I guess the Mexican Runner on a part of one of his retro game challenges. I guess Diddy. But I don't even remember if there was anybody else on SRC. that did Panic. I think it was just Diddy, Stuff is Stuff, and me that did Panic on speedrun.com. And God bless Diddy if he ever actually tries to do an all rooms or an all gags run of Panic. I may have, in the past, I have overstated how long I think one of those runs would take. But it would still take over 3 hours. It probably would take closer to like 4 or 5 hours. Just because you have to loot through so much stuff in order to get everything in Panic. And again, that's why I came up with lightning dinosaurs or all genies. Because aside from any percent or all booby traps, I don't really see any viable categories for speedrunning that game. But this is all shit that I've talked about in the past. I am interested in finding other things to do in Panic. Like what I was doing earlier, where I was trying to figure out how to get to the merry-go-round. You know, trying to figure out the best and most efficient way to get to a particular room. Watching all of the gags and then continuing on to the end of the game from that point. That's more interesting to me. Unfortunately, it's still Panic. And I'm still one of the only people on the internet that has as deep of an appreciation for that game as I do. Yo, Insane Firebat taken first with a 47-36. GG. Where the hell do you even hear this song in Ace Combat 6? Like, I'm not familiar with the game in general, but It seems like this would be the kind of song that would be like on an options screen. I can't imagine there's a whole lot of like cutscenes in Ace Combat 6, but then again, I don't know the game. God, speaking of another game that I don't fucking know, and I really should, that's the Shantae games. I really need to play the Shantae games that I've got. I have never once heard a bad thing about any of the Shantae games. All I have ever heard about the Shantae games is that I would absolutely fucking love them. But I mean, fuck, when your Steam backlog is jam-packed with games that, quote-unquote, you would love, where the fuck do you even start? Fuck's sake, I need to actually play through the rest of Ys Origin. I remember absolutely fucking loving Ys Origin. And I remember it actually ran like smooth like water on my old netbook. There's a handful of the fucking Tales games that I still need to play through. It wasn't until somewhat recently that I remembered I actually have, like, Owlboy and Time Spinners. And these games have some of the best pixel art I have ever seen. And, Flint Hook is another one I'd put up in that category as well. Where it's just games that I would have so much fucking fun with if I ever actually sat down and fucking played them. And then here I am the other fucking night saying to myself, oh, you know what game I really need to play again is some fucking Lego Batman. Not to mention the fact that I've recently purchased, like, Warhammer 40k bolt gun. Need to play through that. Recently got myself Ion Fury. Need to play through that. Still need to play through Lost Eden. Which is something I have wanted to do for a while, but now it's been a hot fucking second since I've seen the long play of that game, so I need to rewatch that in order to remember how the fuck I play politics with dinosaurs. That's right, bitch. I'm fucking finishing this game tonight. And I'm not having you or your fucking ketchup ruin my fucking fun right now. Give me my dot Timmy. Yeah, I'm actually going to be gaining SRL points tonight. Already got some from the forfeit earlier tonight, which is strange. But with the unfortunate demise of Telemorph earlier, pretty sure I'm going to be gaining points again. And I should actually be getting, like, a halfway decent time here. $56.04. So yeah, that's gonna be like a 58. It's gonna be sub 58.20. So like a 58 something teen. And a 58.15, 58.16, somewhere in there. Because again, where I do the dot time means that I've got 2 minutes and some change. It's usually like around 2 minutes and 10 seconds or so before the end of the run. And that is primarily from a, oh god, from an old tutorial from DBX. Where he said if you do the dot time around there, then it should be about 2 minutes before the end of the run. Now that I screwed up that room as badly as I did, though, I'm leaning a bit more towards 58.20 something, as opposed to a 58 something teen. Especially if I can't fucking jump right. Enter. 58.21. GG. Throw this controller down. Get it the fuck out of my hands. GG. We did it. We beat a video game. Surprisingly. Let's see, 9 o'clock was shit. 11 o'clock was 58.21. I need to stop taking naps on Friday. I need to stop. I can take naps on just about any other fucking day of the week, but on Friday, it's gonna get me into fucking trouble. Hey there, Tillamorph. Thank you for the GG. Thank you for the race. Let's open it up. Oh, baby, 8 points. Holy shit. There are 3 points just lost to the fucking ether? Dude, shoutouts to fucking Rogue Legacy. Did not expect to see that game in the top 5 on SRL. I'm still at 32. But even more importantly, Zost is still at 29. We're bringing the bop back. Dude, whatever. I just watched Zos do, which run of his did I just watch recently? A GT code run? Dear Force! I don't know, it was one of the runs he did like 4 or 5 videos in like quick succession. And I bet you it was long enough ago that I'm not going to be able to real quickly find these VODs in my feed here. God, if it wasn't for all of these fucking speed gaming videos. Oh, is GT Space Time? I know as soon as I say this, I'm gonna kind of regret saying it, but if there was another route in Super Metroid that I would like to learn, although I just mentioned GT Space Time, GT Classic is the one that I would like to learn more than any other. But at the same time, I also like feeling like I don't need to learn anything more about this game. GT Classic is the best category. I'm not gonna argue. I'd still like to know what I'm missing in 100%. Because it's been probably a couple years since the last time I did a 100% run. Since I tried to do a 100% run. I ended up with like 96%. So there's still like a handful of missile packs that I just don't know about. Gonna be a lot of GTC this month. Well, good for me and good for my viewing tendencies. Yeah, I just... Again, there's just like 3 or so missile packs that are just a complete blind spot for me. And I got a bunch of the ones that you would think that most people would miss. Like there's that one pack in Meridia that's behind a false wall. Or there's the speed booster missiles. I need to try it again one of these days. New Game Plus. Well, all right. That is gonna do it for me tonight. So I want to send a big shout out to Ponk, who is on vacation right now. I hope he's having a good one. We will be back to game night next week. And of course, a big thank you to Insane Firebat, Telemorph, for making race night a lot of fun, as it is every single week. And we will be back with even more races and even more Super Metroid next week. As for tonight, just want to say thanks for stopping by, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See ya! Also, anti-shoutouts to Rainwave for making me change from the Chiptune channel to the game channel, just so I could have some of my favorite fucking music back. Jerks.